I was hacked by Chrome. Chrome had hacked me. So you might want to think about that. I was hacked by Chrome. Chrome kept making the speed of the videos like you were... That was not good. What say you, Jim, first?
Well, I've never experienced that. I'm not really sure, where that would occur. So you're good going in, and then after you get to YouTube, it's garbage?
Yeah. It's something to do with my ad blocker. Getting ready to check it now. Oh, there you are. I got rid of it. It was hijacking my computer. By the way, I had somebody hijack my Facebook, and it pointed back that they were out in Jefferson County. I could not believe it that they did it, but they did hack it. I got it taken care of, though.
Yes, sir. Facebook, I'm not, I don't know nothing about Facebook.
They hacked my IP address and went in as if it was me, because my passwords are saved. They're not saved now. I have to enter them in every time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, gosh, there's always somebody trying to cause trouble.
Jim, I've got a question for you. Do you remember years ago I told you that my sewer line was made out of 4-inch copper tubing all the way to the street? And when these kids were very young, they were known to flush paper towels down the toilet?
Yeah, go ahead.
You know I got rid of that problem, don't you?
I'm not real sure.
What I told you to.
What's that?
Bottles of Dawn dishwashing liquid.
I have seen a couple of references to folks pulling old tires through their drains to kind of flush them out, Roger. They would just grapple old tires, chain them through.
Yeah, you can take an old car, a lawnmower tire on the back of a John Deere, and they've had to do that before underneath the driveway around the corner of the farmhouse.
Yeah, it does a good job. Boy, if the big plug come out when that tire come out.
Oh, you had it done too?
No, I just seen it on YouTube.
Well, you got me hooked on these SDRs. I have 6 of them up at a time. What I need you to do is I need you... Oh, boy. I got to turn this down. Oh, somebody's got lightning in there and you're listening to them. You look a lot better on screen than you do in person. How do you do that, Jim?
It's magic.
Magic?
Yes, sir.
I believe it. Do you have to put makeup on, too?
No, just a bottle of Muscatel.
You got that hair slick back. You got those readers on. I had to drive all the way in to buy new readers today. I have special readers I have to use. And they told me they can get them made at wherever it was, Vision Works or whatever. Jesse James Robbery. $69 for a pair of readers. Yeah,
you should check HSN, man. They have bunches. I get a bunch at 300, a bunch at 350, and a bunch at 400. So I'm loaded for bar.
Jimmy, my left eye is worse than my right. So got some issues there, so I have to have them custom made.
Yes, sir. Well, mine probably are too. I'm using a magnifying glass sometimes. I have this video recording thing has a bunch of normal throughs that I have to change, and I've missed them from time to time, and there goes the neighborhood. If you don't have the audio switched from what it normally was to what it should be, then you lose your audio, and that's not a good thing when this is a whole thing based on audio. So I double check with a magnifying glass just to be sure that I'm in the right place, Roger.
Hey, I got guys bugging me to death on mini splits. My son, part-time, does heating and air now, my older son. Zach works for the NSA, and Jake, he's a technician out at UPS at night. No, during the mornings. In the afternoons, him and his friends, they started an air conditioning business with all my old truck and my old Pittsburgh brake and my shears. And they don't have to make their own sheet metal. Ted Shape does that over in Louisville. So they just go out and install these mini splits in, like we got at the farm. Electric bill went from $289 to $98 a month for the last 3 years.
Yes, sir. Now, are you just running one mini split?
running two 12,000 BTUs, 1,100 square foot home. One in the radio room, which I set it on 3, and one in the living room, which I set it on 75. He's got congestive heart failure. He really gets weird on me when I use the radio. He won't turn one on. He won't turn one off. He's not allowed to be. He told me he's not allowed to be around a running engine with alternator. I don't know what to believe. 4G up in Indianapolis has got everything known to man in him, and he's running a 10,000 watt broadcast transmitter.
Yes, sir. Well, you know, I found that the old CB field strength meter tells the whole story about floating RF. You know, if you're in doubt about what kind of fields you're in, that little field strength meter just does wonders, Roger.
Thank you, Jimmy. I'm going to hook up an antenna and disconnect the meter and show him that it works.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Just put you about 6 inches on that field strength meter antenna. That's about all you need there. And then, you know, you just dial it up to whatever, and you can come right off the, if you're running a PA, you can come right off the area around the PA and start moving away from it, and you can just see that RF level dropping way down. And then also, when you trespass along a coax line that might be running a KW signal, you can copy the mail on that field strength meter, Roger.
Jimmy, you're not going to believe it took me 1 day to do this. I thought it was going to take me longer. I had to pull a permit on it, which was $40. I changed the service at the farmhouse from a 60 amp to 200 amp. I've got 2 pieces of 1.25 inch going up to the old panel, backfeeding everything out of the old fuse panel. That's my junction box. Ran a 60 amp range, a 30 amp water heater, 30 amp dryer, and a single 120 on the washer. Dedicated breaker for the radio room on 20 amp, 12.2 at ground. Everything known to man. We just had new windows put in about 10 years ago. Now, the paint is not doing good. We bought this paint for $48 a gallon at Lowe's, and it was guaranteed for life. Well, we got paint coming off the side of the house. Either it's put on too thick, or we just blast it with a blaster and have it repainted. Probably go to the over Disman's house and pick up a few electricians and a few plumbers and a few painters and let them go over.
Yeah, Roger. There's lots to be said for stain. Stain is pretty durable, Roger.
Well, when you do the thing, you're talking about on the house, asbestos siding?
Well, no. Well, I don't know. You know, usually wood, and if you can, you know, get the wood in condition and stain it, it's good for probably about 15 years. Wow. Well,
we're polyurethane and everything up here. We're just going to polyurethane it. High traffic areas, we'll put some. We're just going to polyurethane areas, we'll put some kind of thing on there. By the way, mode is 648.16 megabits per second. My upload is 632.47, and my ping is 8, and my something's 12. That's going through the hub at International Louisville. I won't say my IP address, through mainstream fiber networks. We're on fiber network, by the way, up here.
Yes, sir, Roger. Same way down here. I just have a minimum service, about 370 up and down.
You're on cable?
No, fiber optics. But, you know, we're just minimum service on fiber optics at 370 up and down. It's plenty enough for me.
Well, I have Starlink with the Young Muscle. It's $112 a month. When we go to the lake and stay up at the houseboat, we stay up there. I stay from Friday to Sunday. That's why I run my remote through my watch and my iPhone. I can key the remote up with the LOU-N9 or the Flex and the LDMOS. I mean, I'm running a boatload of watts up there. He don't know it. He doesn't feel anything. But if I tell him to turn something on, I'm not getting around that stuff.
Yeah, it sounds like psychological to me.
It is, and I'm having to pay the price for it because he was the man behind, you know, the whole 9 yards. He really was. I mean, there was nothing he wouldn't do for me other than give me a hug or tell me he loves me. Can't do it. That's just a narcissistic that he is.
Roger, Roger. Your audio's sounding good, not to change the subject there. What do I look like on my skirts? Should look pretty clean, Roger, Roger.
You're very clean, Jim. I'm monitoring you on a 42-inch screen. You're at 3.1% in transmit, and unbelievable. 3.1. How you're doing that out of a rig that cannot pass? I'm telling you, the amp is making things a little more wider. Over?
Yeah, well, this is a 7300 today. Running that's 7300 today, Roger.
It's your amp. The 990, you're transmitting 3.5 wide. You're transmitting in the range of 3.1 or 2.3. The amplifier is not running AB1. It's running AB2 close to C class.
Roger. Now, if I'm giving you 20 over, put the attenuator on.
I've got it on now. It's on 30 with the attenuator.
Bring it on down to about 20 over and see what my sidebands do.
I'm looking. Everything is still 3.1.
Roger, should be less than that. I'm trying to get you out of overload there. Bring it down to about 15 over, and we should be under 3.
You want me to? Is it me you want me to back away from, or you?
Me. My transmit. I want you to look at my transmit sides, and I should be less than 3. Audio check, check, check.
Amp is pushing you further away than you may not want to believe it, but without the amp, you're 2.9. With the amp, you're 3.1.
I haven't been without the amp. I've always been with the amp on.
You're 3.1, sir. I love how it sounds. Broadcasting at its best.
Roger, Roger, Roger. Okay, I got to get out of here, sir. Good to hear you.
Well, what you need to do is call me. See, I don't have your number. Magic Jack, I leave numbers. I'm tempted to come by and kidnap you. I got a feeling that my girlfriend over there would allow it. What say you?
Well, I'm not real sure. I guess so. She keeps telling me to get out, so we'll have to see where it goes.
Well, I'll just have to take you up to the farm and put you in the back 30 by 40. It's all ready. It's got the heating in there. It's got, by the way, it has 2 3-ton mini splits for 30 by 40. The floors are insulated. The walls are insulated. Drywall's up. The ceiling has pole barn metal on it. It got blown-in fiberglass insulation. There's several really nice lights hanging down. 2-bedroom, and all nothing but a radio room. What say you?
All right, sir. Sounds good. I'll catch you later, Roger, Roger.
Around the street. You don't want it. I mean, she made it clear. You're the only one who can come around. Now, you're not running a recording on this, are you?
I are, but we doubled that last time. I just caught the last half. But I got to get out of here, Lou.
Roger, Roger, 73s and 9GTO clear.
Roger, Roger, sounding good on that 7300. So you have a good afternoon, bud, and catch me later. 73, KC9VKV, clear.
73, Jim. I really enjoy your company, and you keep the maniac out of the shack. I'll say 73, God bless you and Teresa. I can't wait for Mrs. Hinkle to tell us when we're going to go to dinner. That's something forthcoming, because me and you are not close to being in that grave there. I'm being cremated, stuck between Lori's legs. That way I'm happy. 73's the 9GTO, the maniacs in the shack.
Roger, Roger, tell Lori hello. Catch you later. We're clear.
By the way, tell Teresa if something happens to you, send all that stuff to Goodwill. Just have them to come pick it all up, tire and all.
Catch you later.
Hasta la vista, big guy. November 9, Golf Tango Oscar's clear.
Adios, muchachos.
Poco Benoche.
Arrivederci.
You're good at that.